beautiful souls, and welcome back to the universe, where we talk all things you. It's August, it's Women's Month, and we in week 2 of our special celebration, Rooted and Rising, where each week I honor a woman or women in my life who keep me grounded, who keep me anchored and deeply connected to myself. Last week we began with my dear friend Hafida, whose quiet wisdom and unwavering presence reminded me of the power of stillness. And this week, we're talking about sisterhood, the kind you are born into and the kind you choose. Because being a woman is not something we carry alone, it's something we share through stories, through shoulders leaned on, through laughter that comes from deep in the belly and through the unspoken understanding that only sisters have. I want to start with my blood sisters, Deidre and Alzena. You know, when you grow up with siblings, you don't always see the gift in it right away. Sometimes it's the fights over who took whose things. But as you get older, you realize these are the women who knew you before the world tried to shape you. So let me get to Alzena. When I think of Alzena, I think of someone who's gone through so much, who continues to go through so much, but who finds space within herself to still love on other people. Someone who's been dealt a really bad hand, but continues to show up for herself and for her kids. And that truly is inspiring to me. If I look at Deirdre, I look at a woman who might, for most part of her life, have felt lost, unseen, but created a life where she allows others to be seen. I look at the kids that she's raising and the strength that they have, and the way she shows up as wife and as mother and as sister is truly, truly admirable. Both of them, have been mirrors to me, sometimes reflecting back my best self, sometimes holding me accountable. I'd say most times holding me accountable when I lose sight of me. Then there are sisters you meet along the way, your sisters in friendship, the ones life places in your path to fill spaces that you really didn't even know were empty. And I've got a few really good friends that come with me, that have been with me since childhood. And so I want to pay homage and honor to them here right now. First person, and this is in no particular order, Shana. Definitely one of the friends that I can say, if I had to pick up the phone, ask her to be here right now, she would. Unwavering, without question, would show up for me. A friend from childhood, when I was bullied, when I was considered to be somewhat of an outcast, was someone that was always, always there for me. Meagan, someone I'm still also really, really close to, another childhood friend, has seen me through some really, really dark times. And just one of those friendships that when you find yourself with that person, it's like home. She is the voice of reason when my emotions want to run all over the show, and brings a calm, clarity, and wisdom beyond her years. Each of them have taught me something about being a woman, not just by preaching, but by living it in their own unique way. And that to me is love. Now, here's what I've realized, that sisterhood is one of the most powerful forms of rootedness. When life feels unsteady, sisters by blood or by bond, they hold you steady. When you doubt yourself, they remind you of who you are. When the world makes you feel small, they're the ones that remind you of your size, your real soul size self. And it's about honesty, about saying, I love you, but you're out of line. And also, I'm here when you don't feel lovable. It's about reflection, seeing parts of yourself in another woman, learning from her story, and letting her strength become part of yours. Now, here's what I've realized, that sisterhood is one of the most powerful forms of rootedness. When life feels unsteady, sisters by blood or by bond, they hold you steady. When you doubt yourself, they remind you of who you are. When the world makes you feel small, they're the ones that remind you of your size, your real soul size self. And it's about honesty, about saying, I love you, but you're out of line. And also, I'm here when you don't feel lovable. It's about reflection, seeing parts of yourself in another woman, learning from her story, and letting her strength become part of yours. Now, at this part of the podcast, I'm going to invite you to think and reflect on your own sisterhood. Who are the women, by blood or by bond, who root you? What have they taught you about being a woman? And how can you show gratitude to them this month in a way that makes them feel personal and it feels real? I'm hoping that by me doing this podcast or these podcasts this month, that the woman in my life feels seen and acknowledged and know the impact that they play in me being the woman I am. And if you feel like you don't have that sisterhood yet, might I encourage you that you start building it intentionally? Seek out women who lift you, who challenge you, and love you without condition. And this month, this week's affirmation is, I am surrounded by women who anchor me. My roots run deep because they run together. I give and receive love in sisterhood. I honor my sisters in blood, in friendship, and in spirit. And together we rise. This week I honor Alzena, Deidre, Shana, and Meagan. My roots, my mirrors, my safe spaces. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend, but also take a moment to reach out to your sisters, however they've come into your life, and tell them what they mean to you. I'd love to hear about your own circle. Share a post or a story. And next week we'll continue this journey of honoring the women who keep us grounded while helping us rise. Until then, stay happy, stay bright, stay true to you.